Sorry. I'm going to say to the Minister, I don't think it's a good example that we was in the studios rather than telling this out. Shadow Chancellor Simulstride.
Mr. Speaker, may I begin by agreeing with you and to say that how disrespectful it is that this U-turn on fuel duty has already been released to the media earlier this week. The news was plastered across national newspapers on Monday, and the Chancellor then conducted a visit to a petrol station yesterday with journalists. But it has taken until today for this House to be updated. This is a pattern, Mr. Speaker, including, of course, the relentless briefings before the budget last year about tax measures and fiscal forecasts. You would think a government with so little support amongst its own backbenchers would have more respect for this place. Mr. Speaker, this change to fuel duty is yet another humiliating U-turn from a Chancellor and Prime Minister whose authority is shot. The Chancellor fought us tooth and nail on this issue. The Conservative Party has been campaigning for a fuel duty freeze for months. The Chancellor repeatedly rejected those calls, creating unnecessary uncertainty for motorists and businesses. Why did it take her so long to realise that putting up fuel duty during an energy crisis is a bad idea? Does the Chancellor really expect us to believe that this is all only happening, as she has suggested, because of better growth? Let's be clear, Mr. Speaker. The Chancellor has been pointing to the slight upward revision in the IMF's growth forecasts earlier this week. That forecast was for growth of 1.0%. But until April, the IMF were forecasting growth this year of 1.3%. So where is the supposed growth dividend? And perhaps the honourable lady could address that momentarily. Is the Chancellor seriously suggesting that the outlook is better now compared to how it looked at the last fiscal event? And on wider measures, Mr. Speaker, will the Minister confirm whether what has also been briefed to the press, not to this House, that HMRC mileage rates are to be changed? Mr. Speaker, let's be clear. This is a government lurching from one U-turn to the next. Their mismanagement has left our economy weak. The reality is they're in no position to support people through these cost-of-living pressures because they have mismanaged the economy. They have no credibility left, and clearly they have no respect for this House.
Mr. Speaker, put simply, as I said, his party had motorists hurtling full speed towards higher fuel costs. It's only because of the action that this government has taken that we've applied the brake to the hikes that his party would have introduced. They would have introduced, Mr. Speaker, higher costs. We are lowering, we're keeping the freeze on fuel duty and protecting millions of motorists right across this country. And exactly as I said, we're taking further measures when it comes to red diesel and for HGV drivers as well. And this is on top, Mr. Speaker, of additional action that we're taking on the cost of living. The Shadow Chancellor and I saw each other in the studios early this morning when I was out there talking about the free unlimited bus travel for children that we're going to be. The Chancellor is going to be updating on this earlier today.
Sorry. I'm going to say to the Minister, I don't think it's a good example that we was in the studios rather than telling this out. It's confirming my problem that that Sky or BBC is more important than the backbenchers who've been elected by constituents across this country are hearing it second-hand. It is not acceptable. So don't think it's a bonus.